Welcome to the latest review from Gadget Core. So first we're going to unbox this, and then I'm going to use it for a while, cutting all that out of the video, and then going to report what I've found and give you a quick demonstration. Okay, so here goes the unboxing. It's a pretty simple box as usual. I've actually undone this before and undone all the wires just to check everything was in it. So these will come in plastic wrapping, but you can see the box. It's quite a nice box. It's definitely better than the Corsair box that we had earlier on in the week. So the first thing I'll do is get out the cables. So we have the ever useful 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio cable. And I'll tip everything out so it's easier. Okay. I want to advise you to tip everything out, it's not exactly the best method. Ooh, that one didn't sound too good, but it was fine. Okay, so here's the unit. It's a Easy Speaker by Sonivo. Offers wireless speakers and wireless playback for your iPhone or any other device with an external speaker, or for that matter 3.5mm adapter. In it we get usual quick start guide. Okay, so it gives you quick instructions on how to use. It's not exactly detailed, but it doesn't have to be. So you get this USB cable, which you'll use for charging. So unless you already have a USB charger, I'd advise you get one, but you probably got one if you've got a device to plug into this anyway. So basically the speaker is quite compact, quite small. I'll give you a good comparison with my phone. So it's hard to tell because this is actually quite a large phone, but HTC One. It's about the same size on the top, actually slightly smaller on the top, and about half the width of the HTC One, if that helps. Yeah, you can see the two speakers at either side. It's got a soft touch finish, it's very nice. Small rubber feet on the side. There's a 3.5mm jack, a micro USB, and an on-off switch. The on-off switch could have been a little bit nicer. It's one of them typical cheap on-off switch. And then on here, they might look like some kind of branding, but actually tell you which way to have your phone. Here there's a power LED, so when I turn it off, because I just turned it on, the power LED goes out, and it changes colour depending on what you're doing. And on the back there's your usual logo. So on the box it tells us switch on the easy. It tells you how to switch on play. So you basically just place it on the top with the external speaker running. So the features are no configuration or pairing is required. Suitable for use with devices with an external loudspeaker. Includes 3.5mm cable, built-in polymer lithium battery. Continuous 5 hours playback time, which isn't amazing, but it's not too bad. And then in various foreign languages. And then a description of what the product is on the back. Quite a nice box, really. So we're now on to the second half of that review. As usual, I'm going to tell you what's up with the device, what's wrong, what's good, what could be fixed, what could be better, and what's amazing or not so good. So, first thing I'll do is give a quick demo of the device. So, here's a HTC One phone. So I'll get some music on the phone. Let's have a look what we got. This is quite hard to control. Let's use this. might as well. So I'll give you an example. So obviously turn the speaker on. You can hear the usual noise. You can see the blue power LEDs on. So then if I get this, you then have to line the external speaker up with these things here. So on the HTC One there's two external speakers, top and bottom, so it's going to be hard. I'm going to say the bottom one's probably louder from experience, so let's try it. So you can see it noticeably gets louder. The awkward thing is it has to be upside down for this to work, so I'll turn this off now to see it works. Don't want to get done for any copyright or anything. So yeah, it works. It's not ideal with this phone. In fact, I don't really use that. I'd rather just use the included 3.5mm jack. I'll just demo that for you. So turn it onto its side because I can't do this with two hands. Okay. This is a lot harder than it looks. Okay. I'll place it on top, but it doesn't serve any purpose. But now you can see that I can actually control my phone, which is a added bonus. So the volume's about the same, and you don't get that effect of the two different speakers working, and you get to control it at the same time. So it's pretty good for this particular device using that cable, and for iPods of course. So I'm going to get an iPhone 5 and do the same thing just to show you how it works. Okay, so now I have a black iPhone 5 on there, and we don't have any music on this iPhone, so we're going to use YouTube and just find Get Lucky or something quick to find on YouTube. So here we go. Prove that it works. It works incredibly well actually with the iPhone 5. So there's a noticeable increase in volume, and that's great. And that it actually works a lot better than with the HTC. So the HTC's probably got good enough speakers so you wouldn't need this because they're nearly as loud as this anyway. However, if with an iPhone or maybe a Galaxy S or any other phone but the HTC One, I would advise getting this. It's a very good device, it's quite cheap, and it's very useful. So as you can see, if I take it off the speakers, press play, see that's not very loud and it's not very defined. It's pretty rubbish. Place it on the speakers, haven't done anything, haven't connected anything. All I've done is placed it on there. It's a lot louder, the bass is a lot stronger, and it's generally a better quality of sound. So, to sum it up, I would advise buying this if you've got an iPhone because the speakers are notoriously quiet. Whoa. Now there is a problem that has occurred a few times, and I was going to talk about that later. I'm going to take it off so it stops doing that. So I'd advise getting one if you've got an iPhone and want to play music on the go. Let's say you're at the beach, in the park, or out and about, want to play music, or just generally listening to music in your house. To be honest, if you don't want to listen to it off a laptop or anything, just want a quick and easy way to do it, this is a great way to do it. Furthermore, with the addition of that 3.5mm cable, you not only get an extremely useful 3.5mm cable, which are hard to find. Well, you don't get them free with many things. Your cars come with a 3.5mm jack, but you never have a 3.5mm cable. So you get one of these, which you can use with this and use with an iPod. So it's not limited to just phones. I know not many people use iPods now, but a fair few do. I wouldn't advise you to get this if you've got a HTC One, but otherwise the battery life is fairly good. The build is very nice. The soft touch plastic makes it feel like a quality product. The plastic of the sides isn't too bad. It doesn't feel too cheap. The things that stop it making a rattling noise on the bottom. The only problem with it, you just saw, it's not very well shielded, but that's because, of course, it has to pick up the music from the device, so it can't really be shielded. I don't know whether to take that as a good thing or a bad thing. Personally, I don't mind, because that doesn't happen very often. But if you really didn't want that to happen, you could, of course, turn the radio off on your phone. But I wouldn't advise doing that, because then you won't get any calls. It happens, but it's not a major problem. You're just lucky to catch it, because I've been trying to replicate that for a while, and that actually happened. And yeah. So to sum it up, good points: small, practical, pretty well made, good value for money, and has a decent volume and a decent sound quality. It's not great. It's nothing. It's not like some of these expensive Beats or Bose speakers. Well, I'm not saying Beats are good quality sound, but they're better than this, especially when you're paying 200 odd quid. But for £20, this is a definite bargain. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5, which is actually one of our highest review ratings for a mobile phone accessory, because to be honest, we don't really use that many accessories for our phones. So this is a good accessory. Surprise. Would actually recommend buying it, unless you've got a HTC One. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out more news and reviews on this channel. Subscribe, hit the like button, and that's it. Thank you for watching.